Welcome to the Lumpy Couch, where we get comfortable being uncomfortable. And today I'm joined by my friend Skye Peterson. Yay! Skye, thank you for joining me in my mother's car.
Oh, thank you for having me in your mother's car.
Mom, thank you for letting us borrow your car because mine's in the shop. Skye, I would love to know, when is a time that you have felt like you belonged? You know, I think a lot of people walk around in the world and they're like trying to figure out who are my people?
Yeah.
Where do I belong, right?
Yeah.
And I think people walk around with this like unspoken chip on their shoulder, just going like, I just want to feel like I found my people and I belong somewhere. And I'd love to know for you, like, is there a time that you felt that?
Yes, the first thing that comes to mind is I did like a 1-year Bible school in England. It's called Capernwray Hall, and it's in the middle of these like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You do? Oh,
well, my mom's British, first off.
She is?
Yeah, she's from Nottingham, England.
That's...
I've been to Capernwray.
No
In fact,
way.
I think we used to know people that worked there.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
I bet we have mutual friends.
I bet so too. And then I have
cool.
2 friends that went there.
Oh, that's
well,
awesome.
3 now, including you.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, yeah, it's amazing.
Uh-huh.
But I remember, like, high school was pretty hard for me, friendship-wise. Like, just couldn't quite find my space. And so showing up there, and I remember my friend Charlotte, she walked me upstairs to, like, show me to my room on the night that I went there. And there were, like, it was a hallway full of, like, 8 or 9 different doors, and all, like, most of them were open, and most of them had a bunch of, like, girls moving in as well. And I just remember feeling like, oh, this is what it's actually like. That, like, lots of open doors, lots of people my age, lots of peers, and with a similar, like, love for Jesus, with a similar stage in life. And yeah, I just, like, that night in particular was, like, one of the most hopeful, encouraging nights ever. Just to know that there's a place where I can be myself and belong. And those like 8 girls on that hallway ended up being like some really, really dear, close friends.
I love that we can, like, I mean, I don't know if the camera can see, but I can just see, like, you viscerally. I can almost feel like watching you can, like, hear the people talking in the halls, and I can, like, see in your face, like, you scanning and seeing all these rooms. The open doors thing is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Belonging almost being like open doors being, I don't know, would you say it's like a prerequisite to belonging, or it's an aspect of belonging? Like, what would you say?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to say it. And I feel like there are lots of open doors around us, but it's like stepping through it too is also a big, important decision that you have to make. Like, am I going to risk being loved and risk being seen and known? Am I going to risk loving people knowing that I might find out some broken things about people?
Right.
It's like two-sided, but yeah, I think that there are always those doors.
Do you think you have to be able to walk through an open door before you can open your own door?
Yeah, actually. I think that's what Jesus does for us.
Yeah. You know, I talk a lot about how, I mean, you probably picked this up just from us having conversations and stuff, but, like, I'm so passionate about multiculturalism. Just the idea of not just, like, seeing other cultures, but, like, seeing and celebrating the unique manifestation of God in and through people of different colors and cultures. Because heaven, Revelation 4:7, every tribe, every nation, every tongue, all people, not singing in uniformity, but singing in unison, right? And so I'm very passionate about creating spaces where people can feel like they belong. And I'm like, I actually don't want you to colonize yourself into a specific way of being, or you know, I want you to actually bring your full self. But the only reason I've been able to explain that and say it is because I experienced it first. Like, oh, I remember being in Atlanta. That was my experience, and being like, oh, this is a room of people from all over the world. They all look different. They're older, they're younger, men and women, black, white, Latin, Asian, and we all are here, like, and we all belong. And somebody pointed out in the room, like, look around. Heaven doesn't look like you or me. It looks like us. Now I can open that door for people. So I feel like that's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Jesus did it for us.
Yeah, right. And just I think we are the best version of ourselves when we believe that we're loved. Like, and like, we love the best out of the love that people have given us first.
Yeah.
Which I think is what kind of God does for us. Is like, once we, like, really sink into the acceptance of God, then I feel like we are able to accept other people and love them better, knowing that we were accepted and loved first.
Love it. Yeah, it's got to be in us before it can go through us. That's what I tell people all the time. It's got to be in us before it can go through us.
Yeah.
Is there a song? I'd love to know. I mean, like, I think, again, a unique aspect of heaven is the singing piece, right? Because there are a lot of things we don't really understand. You know, John was on some sort of trip. I don't know what he took, you know. It was the Holy Spirit, okay? It wasn't drugs.
Holy Spirit.
It was Holy Spirit. But he, you know, is trying to describe, I tell people, when you read Revelation, you got to think about it like in this way. It'd be like us explaining a Tesla to somebody from the 1800s. So you have to use language that they can understand to describe something they've never seen or experienced.
Yeah.
So are there really streets of gold? I don't know. Are there really pearly gates? I don't really know. But what we do know is that they're singing, right?
Yeah.
And so I think music has such this innate ability to draw different kinds of people anyway. You get like you know, you can get a Christian, a non-Christian, a gay person, a straight person, a 50-year-old man, a 12-year-old kid, all in the same room.
Yeah.
Why? Because they love John Mayer. And John Mayer turns off the lights in the room, turns on the lights on the stage and goes, hey, look at me. I'm something that can unify us.
Yeah.
And I think that what is so beautiful about Christian music, I hope, also what I want my music to do, I wanted to turn the lights off on the stage and turn the lights on in the room and to go, this is what heaven is, right? Heaven is like all these people around the throne of God. It's not about what I'm doing, it's about us recognizing that God is here in our faces and in our midst, and we all bear his image. So again, is there a song for you maybe that you could connect to that feeling?
Oh gosh, I mean, so many. I think any Sarah Grove song, to me, I mean, Fireflies in Song is like truly one of the best songs, start to finish, maybe out there, in my opinion. I just think it's beautiful. It just explains that like mystery, unexplainable kind of love and care that God gives for us. There are a million. Yeah, I could go on and on, but that song in particular feels like the most like, I can't wait to sing this. Or like it kind of like transports me to something other than reality in a really helpful way.
Yeah.
Or maybe actually gets me closer to reality in a really helpful way.
That's tight. Well,
Deep.
dude, thank you for chatting about this with us. And
thank you from the bottom of my heart to your mom.
Yes.
For letting us in this car.
Dude, my mom wants us to feel like we belong.
Yes.
She's like, you can just take my car.
What's your mom's name?
Boomy.
Boomy.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks, Boomy.
I call her the Boominator.
The Boominator.
Yeah, she's pretty great. But she's honestly, like, even like shifting it, like I know what to create because she created it for so many people. Growing up, you know, I'm the son of immigrants. My dad's Nigerian, my mom's British, and they both immigrated, and I grew up in San Diego. But like the amount of people that were in our house growing up, and like varied stories, you know, you talked about earlier, like people that were in the middle of the mess, people that like didn't even know they had a mess, people that were doing okay, and from all over the world, honestly, because my parents have friends all over the world. I just kind of experienced it growing up, and I'm like, man, I want my kids to experience that, and I also want to create that for other people. So thank you for sitting in my mom's car and like having this conversation. I hope that it does help somebody and helps them to realize that they do belong, and it's not that far away. Just walk through the open door.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.